Alright, it's January 11th, 2013. I'm here again at the computer place recording another video, hoping that YouTube won't flash something on the screen saying something went wrong after 10 minutes of hard-worked, ad-libbed, unrehearsed YouTube recording. Anyway, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you go to Reality Supreme Being, all one word, you'll catch a lot of my videos and you'll hear a lot of repetitive comments. Of course you will. I mean, if your life was destroyed like mine, don't make comments to me and tell me, oh, you're not the only one. And I know all the angles of psychology, and any comment that you people make is absolutely a waste of time. At least the comment, whether it's critical of me or non-critical, it doesn't matter. Call the White House. Call the jerks that are pulling the puppet masters, who are pulling the strings on presidents, chancellors, governors, mayors of cities. Go bug them. See, I don't have to hire people to do violent things to get even with America for the 30 years of hard, prejudicial persecution that I have endured. And nothing in my life, past, present, when I was a child, nothing I have ever done requires anyone to have subjected someone like me to the horrible, cruel punishment of losing all the young years of my life just to satisfy somebody's jerk-off ego with some bullcrap law that doesn't really mean anything at all except how to squeeze people for more money. You deserve the earthquakes. You deserve the tornadoes. You deserve, and it's sorry that I have to say this. You deserve the Sandy Hook shootings, the Charles Whitman shooting people from the Texas Tower in the 60s, the dozens and dozens of poisoning of Tylenols, and all the violence that you people get. You deserve it, because you people are cranking on the other side of the fence. You're cranking the wheel that just makes more people hate you secretly. They know they can't fight back, so they fight back at everybody. That's the psychology of getting even. It doesn't matter who the person gets even with. They don't care if someone says that they're crazy or they're wacko because they walk into the theater or post office or school and shoot a bunch of kids. This isn't the only time this has happened. There was an old man once a few years ago who drove into a kindergarten yard, and to this day, I remember the incident, but I can't remember whether the kids were killed or injured or not. And what can I say? All my videos speak for themselves. Not one person has come forward. Instead, just recently I had 3 videos saying, I want to be your contact. What good is being your contact? What? Does it get me any money? Does it prove anything? No. It's all bullcrap. You're not offering me money. You're not offering me a truck. You're not offering me a place where I can go to that's safe, a safe haven. That's all I've been asking for the last 3 years. None of the 400 videos would ever have been recorded if someone had just come forward and said, God, that's a shame somebody set fire to your house, that somebody prejudicially attacked you years before that. Since 2002, the city of Los Angeles was just attacking you, whether it was intentional or not. It doesn't matter. They were attacking you with their zoning laws, attacking you with their private citizens. It's just, this is endless. Go back. Look at my March 2009 videos. I'm asking people for help. I even sent a fax to the White House. He said, send us, and put at the top of the fax, emergency. Nobody answered me. You know why? Maybe because they recognize my voice and say, this is the jerk that's been calling the White House on all the private numbers and has been leaving all these recorded messages. Well, why do you think a jerk like me would leave you private messages? I was leaving you messages because your society is destroying me. And then you turn around at the federal level and say, oh, the Separation of Powers Act prohibits us from being able to interfere in local affairs. I'm not asking you to interfere in local affairs. I'm asking you to bail me out of this crap. And now that the damage is done, you've created a permanent mixture of nothing but beyond hatred. Hatred is a nice word for what I think, feel, and am thoroughly convinced about the United States of America and every citizen in it, especially the citizens that have paid taxes to finance the Iraq and Afghan wars, the Panama, the Panama endeavor or police action to get Noriega, the Vietnam thing, all of it. You're all evil, and you deserve. Like I said, I don't have to hire somebody to go extract revenge on you. I don't have to do that. All the false reports done on me to the LAPD, all the false things that I have had to endure, no one has come forward and say, God, I'm really sorry that this was false. I'm really sorry that this hurt you financially, that this set you back. It isn't one time I was set back. It was dozens and dozens. It was hundreds of times I was set back. And it was by your society, your collective evil United States of America. It doesn't matter whether it's in California, New Mexico, Las Vegas, Oregon. It doesn't matter whether it's in New York or Minnesota. It doesn't matter. Or Iowa. It doesn't matter. You people have done it. And now that the damage is done, and it's continuing to be done to this day, you don't care. You're all sitting there going, I don't care. I don't care if you die. I don't care if you die slowly. I don't care if you die of dental sepsis, because there's no real kind of health care, never has and never will be in the United States. There isn't. This Obama health care is all bullcrap. And the people that are interviewed by the media are selected to give positive points about this Obama health care. They're selected. These interviews that you people are seeing are not the majority of people talking about the Obama health care and what a tragedy it is, what an evil, evil thing it is to fine people for that. That should never have been written in there. And every insurance company should be burned to the ground. Every insurance company building, every Capitol building in Washington, D.C. should be shaken to the ground by an earthquake, if not destroyed by a tornado or drowned by a flood or a tsunami. You all deserve it. After what you've done to me, every time something bad happens, the part of me, of course, is a sincere part and doesn't want violent things to happen to people. But then I'm reminded of how much damages I'm continuing to go through. And the only thing I come up with is good. I'm glad it happened. And I hope it happens again. I pray it happens again. Because all the prayers that all these crappy, hypocritical churches have ever done for me have never come true. It's all lies. They don't give me a piece of property to put my boats, motorhomes, or cars on, or a safe haven. There's no such thing as church sanctuary anymore. It's all building safety. You can come into anyone declaring sanctuary at a church and make you get off the property. With you deserve the earthquakes. You deserve the tornadoes. You deserve the hurts and agonies. You deserve watching your children die. You deserve watching them freeze to death or drown to death. You deserve every last bit of it. Because I'm still going through pain and agony. And I'm the one with the invention of the spherical oil tanker that would have stopped all oil spills. My whole life would have taken a different direction if even Litton or Todd Shipbuilding had said, hey, Caesar, that's a great idea. We'd like to give you a retainer on doing some research on these spherical barges, and we're willing to give you a few $1 million or whatever just to start you off. I never would have gone down this road. My life would have totally been different. Maybe I would have died sooner. But you know what? Even if that life path had made me have an earlier death, I would welcome it compared to what I've been through and what I'm still going through. Wandering the streets of Los Angeles, no no successful progressive events happening in my life, no successful preventative events am I able to secure the blessings of liberties, secure the blessings of happiness, secure the blessings of all the things that you work so hard for. My life has been sabotaged by your country, sabotaged for more than 30 years, and you people have gall to even make any kind of negative comment about me. You shouldn't. You should be joining me in revolt and getting everybody else to join in a revolt, overthrow the country, no money in the banks, no gasoline in the cars, get horses, get bicycles, fight back. But no, you people are just going to sit on your kazoos, your cans, and do nothing about it because you've been bought like a prostitute. You've been bought and paid for. You need that money to pay your crappy little apartment or house. You need to pay, for you renters, you need to pay that rent to that owner who 75% of his tax dollars goes to the military to destroy innocent children in other countries. So you are just as guilty as the churches that you go to ask for forgiveness for being a terrible Catholic or a terrible Muslim or a terrible Jew or a terrible any religion. You're all evil. Whatever you contribute in this collective United States of America is evil. You kill innocent children, and I've already shown you some pictures of them in one of my videos. In 2 or 3 of my videos, I've shown you pictures, and some of them color pictures of the poor kids with still alive, living in the hospital with no arms, no legs, and with the fear, the horror on their face of pain and agony. Yeah, you've seen this picture of the soldier with no face, the face blown off completely. You deserve all of it. And if you had Jesus Christ himself on YouTube, and I'm not saying I'm Jesus Christ, but I'm just saying, if you had Jesus Christ himself on YouTube telling you that you have to follow me in order to correct all these problems, you wouldn't believe him. You'd still go pay that rent and commit the atrocities, even though it's indirect. You'd still go pay that rent. You'd still go contribute to society. You'd still go do all that stuff because you're more worried about your soul in this life than you are in the soul of the lives in the afterlife that, let's say, Christ was talking about. We have no way of proving it. We have no way of proving that doubting Thomas actually stuck his finger in the side of Christ just because he doubted that was really Christ, just to make a believer of him. There's no way to prove it. I don't see any apparition of Christ showing himself, saying, "Put your finger in my side, Caesar. Let me prove to you I'm alive. Let me prove to you." The only way you can prove to me, Christ and God, or any of the religions, even the Indian religions, that any of your religions exist, even the Viking gods, Odin and Thor, restore every boat, every car, every truck, every boat, restore every agonizing thing that's been taken from me, all the stuff that was auctioned away from me, restore everything, including all the years that you've stolen from me, and then I'll believe you. Not before then. Until then, I'll believe that you are nothing but a lie, a jerky lie, contrived by a bunch of old, wise men many years ago who may have talked smart things, but when it came push come to shove, they couldn't prove one bit of it. Life, liberty, and the achievement of happiness is what any real country is about. Now, a lot of you may say that, I'm not the kind of person to follow. Well, how do you know until you do it? How do you know until you actually stop paying, stop getting involved, stop with all of it in order to get even? You're not going to. You know why? Because they have you. They have you completely, lock, stock, and barrel. They had you for the 2 years that I challenged Obama and Romney. I kept continually making YouTubes challenging. Here's the 10th debate challenge, and give you 30-day notice to answer me. Here's the 11th. Here's the 12th. 16 debate challenges to all of them, including the minor candidates, any of the candidates. None of them answered. You know why? Because once you sit and watch all my 400 videos, you're convinced of who I really am. Those of you that really had any brains at all see beyond the ranting and raving, and you go, oh my God, what have we done? That's what goes through the mind of a super intelligent person. We have screwed this poor man over, stolen his years, taken all of his property, subjected him to storage places where they could auction his stuff, where he's a constant danger and threat of losing his possessions. And here he is, the inventor of the oil tanker, would have stopped oil spills since 1979, made a huge dent in any kind of oil spill. And here he is, the inventor of the two-story house that would have made a huge dent in all of the droughts that the United States is having, much less than the rest of the world, if we had just listened to him and followed him and given him his fair share of retainer money so that he could prove his words. No, you'd rather listen to some moron who says he's running for president, him or her, on TV. The TV, the mark of the beast, the image of the beast, like in what Revelation talks about. The image of the beast is the internet. It is the TV screen. It brainwashes you. The internet, even in the small screens on your iPhones, you are all brainwashed now. You have no free will, none at all. Because if you did, you would join me in an absolute 100% revolution against the United States of America and tear this country down where it belongs and put these people out of a job. But no, you're not going to do that. You know why? Because every word I've told you is the truth. You are prostitutes. You have been bought, and you are prostitute slaves. You are brainwashed completely and absolutely. You are painted into a catch-22 corner. The corner of, I can't help you, Caesar, because in doing what you're asking, I would be screwing myself. I can't destroy my self-preserving wheel in motion that I've created for myself. I have to think about my family. I have to think about, well, think about your family in the next tsunami that covers the East Coast and the West Coast. Think about all of the things that could happen. And think about how you could just lose it just like that. Yeah, you've done a lot of evil to me. And you deserve every bit of evil that happens to you, whether it's by accident or by design. Like I said about Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is not really a threat. What your real threats are the lone wolf program that I talked about. I called it the lone wolf program. Whether it's Al-Qaeda or a domestic terrorist or someone who has lost it, okay, has just totally cracked in the brain and walked into a school and killed a bunch of children. And even those that are mentioning it on the internet now, making the comments, you know, it's to get attention, shock effect. All of a sudden their name is in the media. They're in the image of the beast right there. It's right there written. Their name is written on the image of the beast for a few cents. Oh, and the police are looking for you because you made a terrorist-type statement. You know, you've gone nuts. They're cuckoo. The police, the whole country is cuckoo. And you don't get it. You really get it. And it's going to get worse. Anyway, we'll talk about this later. It's already 5:29, and it's 18 minutes into the tape.